me. I'm going to let y'all know what's going on with Gunna. I'm going to call over there and figure it out. So apparently, it appears that Gunna has been unfollowed by YSL Records, which is Young Stoner Records. People are saying his status with YSL is looking shaky. The label just wiped him from their socials, sparking rumors he's out. What's really going on behind the scenes? And people are asking that question. Billboard's even done an article on it. Says Gunna and Thug situation isn't over by a long shot. The two label mates have had a complicated relationship in the public eye since Gunna decided to take the Alford plea in 2022, just as YSL lengthy RICO trial was getting started. Okay? By the way, oh yeah, chat. Y'all never ask yourself where I got this from?
Hey Dirt, I know.
Akademiks music.
I want you on. I'm dropping this.
You remember when I dropped this? They said this was AI. This is when y'all were completely deluded.
Hey Dirt, I know.
Akademiks music. You wanna know I got it?
Hey Dirt,
I wouldn't tell you.
I know.
Akademiks music.
I want you on. I'm dropping this surprise album on the same.
And I had told y'all the plan was. All right, hold on, let me just play.
Same day Buddy dropped his album. That shit coming up soon. I need a verse from you. If you feel like replying, if you feel like you want to reply to what that nigga saying or something, man, don't do it. Drop it on my album. I'm dropping a surprise album on the same day that fuck nigga dropped. Send your verse in, bro. I want you and Wham on the same song. Send your verse in.
Everybody thought I was lying.
I love you, bro.
Akademiks music.
Hey Dirt, I know.
Now, the song never came out. There's a duplicate of that goes to Wham as well. Where's that song that he had? Here we go. There was like a snippet he had dissed him on. Anyway, like I don't even know why I'm only playing this because I remember y'all niggas was trying to act like I was making it up, and I'm like, bruv, if I ever play some shit, if I ever tell y'all something, y'all know exactly where I be getting it from, bro. Like, we're not gonna spell it out, but you know. Anyway, the point is this. Yes. Young Thug hates Gunna, bruh. He been hating that nigga. He ain't gonna fuck with him. He got out. He's still not fucking with him. And yeah. The new update is that all mentions of Gunna has been scrubbed from the YSL page, okay? It says they've removed any posts or mention from Gunna from their Instagram page. They said, we went to go check if he's listed on the website, but the link redirects to Thug's site for his upcoming album. Oh, I didn't see that. Young Thug. Wait, Young Stoner Life Records website. Let's see. Oh, the whole website goes to Thug's album. Really? After the public opinion swayed on Gunna, he made a statement saying, while I've agreed to always be truthful, I make it perfectly clear I made no statements. I have not been interviewed or cooperated or agreed to testify or be a witness for or against any party in this case, and I have no absolutely no intention of being involved in the trial in any way. Yeah. Basically, Thug still hates him. Now, I told y'all this. Yo, you know what's so funny? And it's really about them little young, it's not Young Thug fans. Maybe it was Gunna fans. Whatever. Everything I told y'all was right but because everything what I'm telling y'all what's happening in the board meetings, what's happening behind the scenes. That's how I get my leg up on everybody. I'll tell y'all what's going on before. When Gunna was coming home, the whole thing was that Thug hates him. I'm telling you. Thug, you see that voicemail I played? How did I get it? Thug sent like 5 of them to all the Atlanta rappers because he wanted all of them on his album, and it didn't materialize like that. By the way, that supposed Thug, Baby, and Dirk song never came out. I don't know why it didn't come out, but I did know that Thug sent out, this was on the jail phone. So this, like, for anybody who would ever say I'm lying, go pull Thug jail calls. You will hear him recording that for every single rapper he did it for. Okay? This is why he said, he's trying not to diss the nigga on the jail phone. That's why he keeps saying buddy. Anyway, he been hating a nigga, okay? It ain't up to us on why he hate him. No, he took an Alfred plea. Yo, he don't like that nigga, bro. Okay? Baby been rocking heavy with Thug. He don't like that nigga either. Okay. You know Dirk claims, or he's said he hates all rats. Now, when Gunna got out, you got to remember, Thug is running this label from behind jail. Thug wanted this nigga off the fucking label. There's a lot of paperwork there, and also you got to realize YSL is under 300. That's now under Atlantic, or not Atlantic, but under Warner. They're not going to release somebody from their contract because they snitched. They're going to say, we're going to make money off a snitch. We don't do that. Okay? All that talk about Boston Richie told, I'll give you a little bit more tea. All that talk about Boston Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him, but Future wouldn't drop him. You see how this shit is business at the end of the day. Now I think Future and his relationship is better now. That's what I heard. I heard it's better. But at first, when there was conversations saying Boston Richie told, Future wouldn't do a record with him. Future wouldn't even talk to him. But he wouldn't drop him. You get what I'm saying? I don't even think he hasn't done a record with him since. Why? Future's known with the streets. He does, you know what I mean? Whatever. Young Thug and Gunna. Same thing, except Young Thug feels even more of a way. They were trying to get him off of YSL. The conversation, and I had these conversations with people that worked with the new regime over at 300/Atlantic, and they said, yo, what's probably going to happen is that his contract is going to get moved. So he won't be YSL. But in the history of time, we don't care what you do. Like, not to make this a joke or nothing, but even if you're fucking kids, they're not letting you go. You get what I'm saying? Like, the music industry isn't like, no, they're going to be like, they'll optically take you off the label, but they're never going to say, we don't want percentage points on money you make. So it was said that Gunna's contracts, or not his contract, but his music was supposed to be dealt with by another label, while Thug and YSL still would get the profits. And eventually that YSL label would have gotten removed from Gunna's music. But Thug is still making money. Here's the problem. When Gunna got out, Gunna started doing this fake shit. Gunna was acting like he's cool with Thug. Now, that was the only problem. By the way, that was a really good move. Thug told everybody with 2 years. He told every Atlanta rapper, I don't fuck with this fuck nigga. The fans were thinking, yo, he's shouting out Thug. Because, Gunna dropped this really hot album and he's shouting Thug out. Thug was never going to fuck with him. Thug don't fuck with him. So what happened is they didn't do anything with the label situation then. But I was always told they're going to get Gunna off of YSL. Because just think about it optically. Nigga, how are you still dropping under YSL and you was in court talking about YSL as a gang? You helped, whether you want to say rightly or wrongly, they kind of blame that nigga a little bit. However, Thug is supposed to still get paid from his music. So Gunna came out acting like he was mad cool with Thug. Thug is sending voicemails and calling everybody with 2 years. I don't fuck with that fuck nigga. Fuck him. Whatever. It gets to the point Thug wants to drop, because Gunna has to tell Thug's label, YSL, I want to drop. Thug tries to drop on the same day. That's another thing. I think that's why Gunna started falling back a bit. He realized he's not going to get forgiven. And also, his boss is now using his release dates to try to sabotage him. Because Thug in prison wanted to drop on Gunna's date. Just to see if the streets was going to allow a rat to outsell a real nigga. Here's the point, man. The point is now, I don't have full confirmation. I'm gonna get it on Monday. I'm gonna call around, doing a little Curtis calls. I get the news. But pretty much the point is this: Gunna is still gonna pay Thug. It's just that optically, and them having to get final approvals from YSL, they don't like that nigga. They look at him as a fuck nigga, and they don't want to keep dealing with him. But will they let him out of the contract for free? Fuck no. So that's what I've heard. I can't officially confirm that that's already done, but obviously I've told you for damn near 2 years it was going to happen, but now people are seeing like these, they're seeing these unfollowings and scrubbing of social media accounts, and they're like, oh, it must be done. I want to get official confirmation, but yeah, they don't fuck with that nigga. Now, I do think there's a wrinkle that's thrown in for Thug. Bro, I keep saying these artists think their fans are the streets. Like, you're supposed to not like Gunna because Gunna told. And that's not the reality. Like, nobody gives a fuck. You get what I'm saying? So, we're going to see what happens next. Gunna, if you ask me, I would still fly high above these type of things. I wouldn't talk shit about Thug or anybody else. I would just act like I'm unbothered and nothing's going on. And Young Thug and him, I think they're going to continue to let people know we don't fuck with this guy, especially if he continues to have success. So we'll see how it goes. But they definitely scrubbed the whole goddamn thing. Somebody said to see if a rat would outsell a real nigga is nuts. Yo, that was the whole thing, bro. They was trying to drop on the same day as a nigga. He sent one of the voicemails to Baby too. Yeah, Thug, and also here's the thing: Thug is forced to stand behind, even if, like, let's say he was only mad because Gunna left him in jail. But once you're out of jail, like, sometimes you can forgive. Even if that was like the case, Lil Baby went so hard riding for Thug, he can't forgive shit. So that's where we at with it.